The wondering mind. The wondering mind. The wondering mind.
Where the mind wanders. What the fuck is up, everyone? It's your boy Kevin motherfucking G, and welcome back to another great and exciting episode of the Wondering Mind podcast, where
the mind wanders.
The mind wanders. I, of course, am your sexy, long-haired host, Kevin motherfucking G, and welcome back to a great episode. All right. Of course, I had to invite the homie, the professor, the all-knowing Malcolm. He is here because, we're going to dive into a deep issue, and then when I feel I have some I need more information, better explained. I always know Malcolm could come through with that information.
You already know, bro.
But, let's just get into it because this is probably going to be a longer podcast. So, the reason we are here today is because we had, over the weekend, I had a certain incident. I was telling Malcolm earlier. But, okay, let me start it off from the beginning. Yesterday, Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday.
Was Father's Day. Hold up,
No.
That little
Wasn't
sound?
it Sunday?
It was yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, I talked to my dad yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday was Father's Day, Kevin, but then Saturday was something else, wasn't it? Yeah, I want to go see my homegirl.
Who's your homegirl?
Bas.
Bus?
Bas.
Okay.
Oh, hell no.
So we went to the state capital of Lincoln, right? And I was there shopping for a present for my dad. So that's the only thing I had in mind is like, okay, I'm going to go shopping for my dad. I was looking for a Brazil jersey. So Maria and I went to the mall. And, we were just like, okay, where do they sell jerseys here? So we stopped in one store. They didn't have it. We stopped in another. They didn't have it. So then we stepped into this last store, right? Maria, we just bought something somewhere else. We're all at JCPenney's or something.
It was Dillard's.
We bought something at Dillard's, so we were carrying a bag.
What up, Hedda? Shout out to Hedda.
Oh, yeah. And Maria had a shopping bag and her purse. But
Which was a little backpack.
just a little backpack. And then we go into this one store that, they sell shoes, and I assume they sell jerseys. So we walk in there real quick, right? And then as we're walking in, we see one of the employees walking past us just to go get somebody else's shoes. Like literally, oh, hey, how are you guys doing? All happy, like, hey, how are you guys doing? We're like, oh, we're good. And then he walks away. And then like I literally do a 360 to see what's going on. If they have a jersey. And then I'm like, oh, they don't got one.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, all right, let's just turn around and leave. So we turn around and we start to walk away. And then, like, how they have the sensors and they go off, right?
Mm-hmm.
So as soon as we go through, like, the thing starts beeping, like, beep, 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 beep. And then the same guy that told us, hey, how are you guys doing? Literally did a 360. And he's like, did you guys buy anything? And then we're like, no. And then he's like, I'm going to have to search your bags. And then I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? We literally passed you 2 seconds and you didn't like, how am I going to steal something that
basically
quickly?
Walked in and just walked out.
Yeah, basically.
Like literally just didn't see my jersey, so I left. And then like Maria, I don't know if you heard this or not, but like as the thing started beeping, there was some white guy behind me that was like, ooh, get him.
Really?
And then I was like, what the fuck's going on? And then this guy, I'm like, hey, we're not going to show your bag. We literally just got in here. How are you going to think I stole something, right? So then I walk out real quick. I'm like, look, it didn't beep. And then I tell Maria, look, come here, walk. And it didn't beep. And then we're like, I just give them a look. I'm like, what the fuck are you? Why would you fucking just assume that we're stealing shit? Because first of all, how are you just going to start searching someone's bag?
Yeah, personal fucking bag.
Without like
You're technically not supposed to even touch someone.
He was already reaching for her bag and trying to get it. I'm like, whoa, chill out.
See, you better than me, because I would have.
Oh.
I would have fucked that dude up over there.
That's what I'm saying. First of all, listen, I don't know why I have to tell you how to do your job, right? You could have simply said, oh, our scanner beeps all the time. Do you mind like walking through it over it real quick?
Yeah, right.
Like literally,
that's
but
more professional,
It went from literally beeping, oh, I need to search both your bags. Like you,
Like,
you jumped it. Like you just calling me a thief right away. Like, I'm saying that comes in many forms, right? Racism isn't just coming at you like a hardcore racism anymore. It's subliminal.
Just bro, it's all type of shit, bro. Like these racist motherfuckers is just like they just out everywhere and they just don't give a fuck, you know. Like they had like when Trump got in office, that's whenever a lot of the racist shit started because they thought Trump was gonna turn his motherfucker to a racist country, so people still kind of have that mindset. Mm-hmm. It's just like, man, I don't know why y'all think the law saves y'all, bro. Like the law will not save you from getting your ass whooped. Like you got the wrong motherfucker. Like I would really fuck you up. I don't like a police officer could be standing right there. If you do some shit that violate me, I will fuck you up in front of a police officer. And motherfuckers just, like to do stupid shit just because authority, and being protected by legal rights or whatever the fuck, they want to call it and shit. Yeah. Just like, bro, like, personally, I don't, I don't really, I'm trying to see how I could, like, really put it because I done been through a lot of racist shit since I came to the Midwest being from the South. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a lot of people, like I was actually just visiting someone, I'm not going to say their names, but, they were saying about racists, like that's been going on for a while, and, people were like just checking you out because they haven't seen you before and stuff. And I'm like, it's cool if you look at me, but when your ass is there just...
Yeah, straight staring and shit.
And it's like, bro, like, and then I turn away for like 15 seconds and turn back and your ass still just there. Now we got a problem, because it's like me being from where I'm from. It's like my mindset, motherfucker, is you either got a problem with me or you want something I got on. So it's like get whatever it is you got to get off your chest. But in your situation, I don't know who that fucking dude is. I don't know how he looked. But I probably would have whooped his ass unless he looked like he was a snitch.
The thing, I mean, you don't know how much I wanted to do, but as a person of color, you always have to survey the situation. And like I told you right away, somebody's like, "Ooh, get him," and then there was another white guy, and I'm like, I'm not good in this situation.
How old do you think the white dude that said that behind you was?
I didn't get a look at him, but I would say he was at least in his early 30s.
Because I would have turned around and be like, "Hey, bro, you got a fucking problem."
Well,
do you have a fucking problem?
I had a lot going on already.
2 weeks ago, or was it was either 2 or 3 weeks ago, I was in the Big Apple, and they had a little swole, stocky motherfucker in there. And, I'm walking, and I see them staring from a distance, just laughing and shit. Yeah. So, me just being me, because, I just had enough of this shit. So, I was like, I walk up to him, I said, "Can I help you?" He stood up, poked his chest out, and was like, "Huh?" I said, "Motherfucker, can I help you?" And he was like, "Oh, nah, bro, I'm good." I said, "All right, well, stop fucking staring at me." And then I walked off.
Oh,
so
shit.
Like, you gonna stand up and poke it? Bitch, I swear to God, if that motherfucker would have swung, that would have been into his ass.
You were waiting.
I was waiting for it because he think his size, like he tried to fucking energetically come press me because his size. I don't give a fuck. You could call the Avengers. You could call whoever the fuck you want. Call the whole goddamn Congress. Call the Army. Call the Marine. Call the Navy. Motherfucker, call Justice League and call Jesus while you at it too, because you're gonna need all the motherfuckers.
Shout out to Superman. Yeah, like I'm 100% with you, but then we have to play it smarter, right? We don't get that luxury because who are they gonna believe? Oh, this big fat white guy, right. Innocent white guy, or this fucking Mexican yelling.
No offense to the white people out there, but y'all got a thing called white privilege that I do not fuck with.
It's 1,000% true. I mean, how would it look no matter what? If me trying to explain it to him, like I'm telling you, you should have just told me to walk through the scanners again. Even then, it would just look like a brown man yelling at an innocent white guy. Mm-hmm. So, and then plus that's already the people all around me already saying, "Ooh, get him." So I'm like, what the fuck is this situation? So I'm like, I'm going to get out of here because no matter which way you cut this fucking bread, I'm going to still be fucked in the end, right? Because then let's say I do beat his ass. And then what happens? They call the cops and then be like, well, why didn't you just let him search your bag if you didn't have anything to hide? Why the fuck would I need to go to that level? Like, why is it that I'm guilty until proven innocent? Why is it the other way around? Yeah. Why like, that's something that I didn't get either.
That's something, man, I would really like to... Excuse me. One of my soul missions, bro, is to really kind of turn this motherfucker around because everybody got the same mindset. Well, if this happened, then, this is gonna be the result of this action. And it's just like, I'm to the point where, you know, it's like, you know, everybody like, well, if I quit, like for example, right, if you quit your job, everybody's like, well, you know, it's easy to replace me. But if everybody had the mindset, motherfucker, if we all quit because how you treat us, and then the next people that come and got that same fucking mindset, it's gonna be hard for you to replace all these fucking people that done fucking left.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's the same thing. It's like, I think that the shit really gonna stop when we start whooping motherfuckers' asses. Like, we ain't asking no fucking questions. Leave us the fuck alone. Don't say shit to us and let us do what the fuck we do. Like, we not bothering nobody. We not doing anything illegal. Now, if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. You know, then, you know, correct me and do whatever you got to do, but do it respectfully. You don't have to be an asshole about it, and do it professionally too, especially if you working, you know, inside a store that's like that. I'm just like, man, it's shit crazy, bro. But, you know, me coming into who I truly am, it's like I used to never really say anything just because I was trying to figure shit out. But then it's like I had to stop hiding the truth from myself, and it's right in front of my face. And that's what a lot of people do. They just like to, you know what I'm saying, just act like shit is not there. And I honestly just had enough of that shit. You know, they say true growth is whenever you had enough of your own bullshit. And like I had enough of my own bullshit of ignoring real shit that's right in front of me, just trying to figure out like, oh, like, well, maybe this is not this. Like, you can clearly see what the fuck it is, but I'm still trying to, you know, beat around the bush and do this. And so I'm not doing that shit. I'm just running straight through anything and everything, you know? So if I say some shit, for example, that's offensive, like a lot of people been coming at me because I've been saying some offensive shit, just get the fuck off. You know, get off my shit. That's all you got to do. Get off my shit respectfully. Just leave.
You're just jumping on
Right.
when you could just clearly ignore it. And here's you know, it always gets me because, you know, here's one thing that, like, you try to explain it to white people, like, oh, there's racism everywhere, and then it's like you owe them an explanation for everything. Like, well, name me one example, and then like you have to fucking, like, you owe them an explanation as to where racism is. This just is like one of those little things that just contributes to the whole thing. Like, this is an experience, and then another thing will happen like later on in the week. It's just little things that add up at the end. And it's not like you can remember every one of them.
Right. And, you know, I was actually talking about this earlier. I actually was talking about this shit yesterday with my dad, you know, because I had called him for Father's Day and stuff. But, you know, they say if you hit the head pin, the rest fall in position. So, basically, you know, it's like, if you want to make a name for yourself, right, especially if you're in a gang or something, if you really want to make a name, go knock off the rival gang leader, like the head boss. I ain't talking about no goddamn, you know, level 1, level 2. Go to the top of the motherfucking chain of command and fuck that motherfucker up. That's how you make a name for yourself. So that's basically attacking, you know, like the basis of it. But what I'm doing is I'm trying to go back to attacking like the roots of this shit, because people always talk about, you know, races and, well, you know, well, you got this problem, you got this problem, you got these people doing this, you got these people doing that. Okay, well, let's talk about why these people are doing that. It's because you white people, sorry, white people, but I gotta say this shit. Y'all feel like y'all own every fucking thing. Y'all feel like everything is y'all's, and y'all feel like y'all can control and do whatever the fuck y'all want. The reason why the world is fucked up is because of white people. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. But, like, damn, I gotta be honest, bro. I'm tired of sugarcoating shit. You know, because, like, niggas, look what black people do when they get money. We chilling, partying, you know what I'm saying? We just having fun, trying to turn up, trying to relax, trying to enjoy our time. What the fuck white people do whenever they get money? Creating fucking genetic engineering labs, fucking chemtrails and all type of shit. You go fuck up a whole fucking rainforest. Well, like, what the fuck is you doing?
Yeah.
You know, you got fucking telescopes worth $20 million and shit. Like, look at this. Look at how the earth is whenever it comes to white people.
Oh yeah.
Like, once you get to the basis of this and how all of this stuff started, then you really start to, you know what I'm saying, connect the rest of the rabbit trail. So people will only talk about, you know, like, I done heard this week, you know, from somebody we work with. I'm not gonna say who it is though, just because I know people, you know, watch stuff, and then they put me in the office like, oh, Malcolm, we heard you say this. Man, get the fuck out of my face, bro. I don't have time for this shit, bro. But I was talking about you know, people bringing guns and drugs into the black community and stuff, and I'm like, okay, black people were stupid for, you know, picking the guns and drugs up, but let's talk about how the fuck it got there.
Yeah.
It got there because of white people playing that shit to fund the fucking Vietnam War. Y'all always doing some dumb shit and then
true.
act like y'all never not doing nothing, bro.
Yeah, right.
Like,
That's true.
bro, I don't even know how to, you know what I'm saying, really, explain this shit. It's just fucking frustrating. And it's like, speaking of racism, this is what I was talking with my dad about yesterday. And I was like, you got a lot of racist people, who was hoping slavery would come back because they was tired of black people over there. I don't know what the fuck y'all hate us so much for. Well, I do know, but I'm not, I'll turn this bitch to a whole goddamn different topic. But know why y'all hate us so much. But y'all got to understand, bro. If fucking slavery comes back, they not just going to enslave black people. Your white ass going to be chained up right next to one of these niggas.
Yeah.
So if you racist, congratulations. You played yourself.
Everyone, it will fall into place. The thing is, like, I never, it just hits you in the face. Like, literally, I see myself no different than anybody else. But it's only once that shit happens. Like, I could just be walking and I just feel like just a normal person. It's not until one of those incidents happen that I realize that, some people don't look at other people the same. They assume. See, because I had my hair in braids and I had dice in them and I was looking fly like a motherfucker. But apparently that's enough to piss some people off or just to get them not to trust me or whatever. It just, they assume that I'm suddenly a thug who steals and shit.
I don't think, like, all right, I see myself different from everybody else, but I don't think I'm better than the next person. Just because I got to, that's what people are not respecting nowadays. They're not respecting our differences in life, and I'm tired of people always saying, like, bro, I hear this shit mainly from a lot of coworkers. I don't say shit because we on the clock, but they like, man, we not different. We all equal. We all the same. And I'm just like, okay, bitch. Number one, how? And don't just give me some bullshit. I need an actual detailed answer. Tell me how we're all equal. We're not. We not physically the same. We not spiritually the same. We not genetically the same. We not none of that shit. So how the fuck are we equal?
Hella.
Can't answer. And like one of our workers, said, and this is for sure one of the reasons why I damn sure don't see us as all equal. Somebody we work with told me 2 plus, bro, I swear to God, bro, I put this on my grandmother. This motherfucker said 2 plus 2 is not a mathematical fact.
Oh, hell no.
It's not 2 and 2, that's 4, right? You got 2 right here.
2 plus 2 equals 4 is not a mathematical fact. So I asked this person, what the fuck is it? What is it? It's like, oh, well, this is this and this is that. So 2 plus 2 do not equal 4? So it don't, right? So now you just trying to find a whole nother motherfucking, argument to prove your validity or prove your, brain, whatever the fuck you want to call it. You just trying to come up with some shit to sound smart. How the fuck does 2 plus 2 not equal 4? That's what I would like to, bro. This motherfucker is 25, and you saying 2 plus 2 does not 2 plus 2 equals 4 is not a mathematical fact.
They dropped them on the head.
Damn,
bro.
Did he prove it to you that it didn't equal 4?
Hell no. I was telling him, like, bro, like, if you go underwater, right, and I'm talking about naturally, I ain't talking about people altering shit and doing all this other dumb shit. If you go underwater, believing that you a fucking fish and that you could breathe underwater. All right, go underwater and don't come up for air for 24 hours and let me know how that works out. He talking about humanity could evolve and shit and we could possibly be in the water and this, that, and the third. Nigga, how? How, bro? How? You can't even be underwater for more than fucking 7 minutes. What the fuck is you talking about? That's not even an hour, and there's 24 hours in a day.
Maybe one day.
According to, Western society.
Yeah. They're coming out with gills that they're gonna put into humans, so one day we will all be mermaids and mermans.
That sound like that remind me of that chick on YP. Man, this man did an interview, bro, and he said something. How can 2 men sexually reproduce? Like naturally though. And this bitch, she got like all offensive and emotionally entitled and attached and stuff. Easy. Artificial insemination. Do y'all motherfuckers not listen to shit? Because apparently y'all don't. The motherfucker asks you, how can 2 men naturally sexually reproduce? The answer is they fucking can't. Sorry.
Adoption.
And then you got motherfuckers talking about, well, if you get this, if you get that. No, stop beating around. And that's the shit I'm talking about. Motherfuckers just be beating around the bush, saying all type of crazy shit. Because you want your feelings to be, justified and validated. And that's not how life works. You know what I'm saying? So racist people, they want their feelings and shit to be validated. That's not how life works. I know if you come to me with some racist shit, depending on where we at, I'm going to fuck you up. Because they had some racist shit that happened. Well, the dude that threatened to kill me 2 years ago, y'all know who he is. I'm not going to say the motherfucking name.
Yeah.
Live on this goddamn air.
Yeah, I already
But
know.
dude threatened to kill me 2 years ago, Halloween night. Y'all was out. Me, you, my girl. Everybody was out. And the only reason why I did not fuck him up right there was because I was chilling and enjoying my time, and everybody else was chilling and enjoying their time. And, I didn't want to fuck up everybody else night just because I'm conscious, I'm aware of, other people. I'm not going to be selfish.
Yeah.
Then the same person, going to fucking tell me that the door won't open because we got sensors. For those of y'all watching this, we got sensors, where we work at. Don't say that the door won't unlock because I'm too black. Turn around, I see it's this motherfucker. So I'm like, all right, let me just walk out of here before, because if I turn around and open up a can of whoop ass, then everybody gonna be saying I'm a threat and I'm gonna get fired and so I had to play my card smart. Now, if he was to say that shit where it's just me and him, he ain't got no, nobody around him or whatever, man, I will fuck him up in a heartbeat. I don't mind, bruh. I don't mind him knowing that. I don't mind his mama know. I don't give a fuck who watching that know him. I don't care, bro. That's some racist shit. And then it happened around the time when all the racist shit was going on with George Floyd, and I was like, this motherfucker just want to die. Like, he just want to get his ass whooped right now, And then I got called into the office the next fucking week. And it was like, oh, well, you got to watch what you post and watch that. Man, I ain't watching shit.
Malcolm is...
This motherfucker need to... And that's the shit I be talking about, bro. They always want to tell you to watch yourself, this, that, and the third. And that's the reaction. But they never want to, address the action that caused the fucking reaction. Once again, going back to the base. Like, you got to attack the motherfucking base. Attack the origins.
Yeah.
But you attacking everybody else that has nothing to do with the motherfucking origin.
Yeah, so, I mean, like you were saying, like someone told you, why do you keep talking about the same thing over and over again? Well, it's because the same thing keeps happening over and over again. So, like, why would you not keep talking about the situations that keep occurring, Bro,
that's like telling a scientist, oh, well, just move on because you can't figure out the equation or, the situation. Why the fuck would you do that? This needs to be solved. This needs to be figured out. I got a lot of people who come tell me, how they feel. I get this shit all the time. Bro, I get this shit all the time. Bro. I got people creating fake accounts now trying to troll me and shit. I don't give a fuck. Bro, we all feel a certain way about something. Yeah. We all, aspire to do something in life. Some of y'all motherfuckers don't. I don't know what the fuck y'all doing with y'all motherfucking life and shit.
Yeah.
But, it's just, I'm doing this shit because this is my calling. This is what the fuck I'm here to do. And I know that because when I was, 11 years old, that's when I first, really got into it. And I was like, if you don't like the shit that I'm saying, I didn't ask you to follow me, bro.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I didn't have a gun pointed to your head. I didn't threaten you any way, shape, form, or fashion. I don't even know who this motherfucker is. I think I know who it is, but I don't know who it is because they got people with fake accounts come tell me shit, and I'm just like, if I really piss y'all off that bad, why the fuck y'all just don't follow me? Y'all just don't watch the shit that I post. Like, what the fuck is so hard to understand about that?
Fucking dick riders right there. even like, I mean, if they're making fake accounts, and I've been having some of that recently too, where you see like who are they, and they only have one picture they updated an hour ago with only like one friend.
Man, I had 15 accounts just like trolling me and shit. Then one of them had specifically said, because it was Sunday, and I brought up, obviously every Sunday I bring up the whole thing about, Jesus and the Bible and stuff like that, because I'm tired of people come and tell me believe in Jesus. How the fuck would you feel if I go tell you, oh, believe in thru? You would look at me like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck is you talking about, nigga? You know what I'm saying? Like, so, you can't fault me for learning my fucking history. You got to ask yourself, and this why white people, sorry, once again, this why y'all hide our history from us, because y'all don't want us to know who the fuck we truly are. Y'all don't want me to know who I am and who my ancestors is. And then whenever I come say some shit, it sound like some goddamn pseudoscience, some fucking conspiracy shit, or sound like I done lost my motherfucking mind. Now here's the question. Why the fuck would you want to hide somebody's whole motherfucking history?
Yeah.
Who the fuck does that? I'm not worried about hiding Mexican history. I'm not worried about hiding Caucasian history. I'm not worried about hiding Filipino or Chinese history. I'm not worried about hiding that shit. But y'all motherfuckers done hid our whole fucking history and done took the shit out of the motherfucking school system.
Yeah.
For what? For what? You know what I'm saying? So white people, the reason why we called y'all, and by we, I'm talking about black people. The reason why we say the white man is the devil. Shout out to YP for this. You know what I'm saying? Because I study from him. I'm a student of all the knowledge and stuff. The white man, anything that rejects sunlight is considered the devil because that's considered living backwards. Long story short. So y'all, we don't live equivalently on the same fucking earth, on the same fucking playing field. You know what I'm saying? So that's why whenever y'all say we all equal, no the fuck we not. Y'all always talking about there's one true God, this, that, and the third. Now, whatever you believe is what you believe. Cool. I'm not here to argue with you about what you believe and what you don't believe. You know, but black people are really polygamous. You know what I'm saying? So we're not just one, you know, we don't have just one guy. We got all these fucking different deities and shit like that. And not to make this a whole religious topic, but I just had to, you know, bring that shit out because going back to y'all history, y'all was in the fucking caves, but y'all don't teach that shit in school. Y'all was in the caves, crawling on all fours, getting fucked by animals. You know what I'm saying? Getting fucked doggy style. Where the fuck y'all think doggy style come from? Because y'all was in them caves and the dog come up behind y'all and start fucking y'all. I'm dead ass here. It sound weird. It sound funny. You know, but right. Yeah. And like motherfuckers think that shit is conspiracy. That shit's still going on today, bro. They got formed animal brothels and shit that, you know, just got busted. You could go and type in, you know, animal brothels busted 2019, 2020. That shit'll pop up. You know what I'm saying? The shit is not conspiracy.
Tijuana Donkey Show.
Why you think whenever, you know, and this, if it don't apply, let it fly. But whenever, you know, a white person has a funeral to go to, right? And I'm speaking from personal experience, from personal experience. Whenever one of their family members die, one of their friends, they may cry, they may not cry. You know, or however they go about it is how they go about it. Let that motherfucking dog die, though. Let that motherfucking dog. Bro, I swear to God, y'all motherfuckers be having 400, 500 motherfuckers in that bitch deep for a dog. And it's just like, God damn. And not to mention, you know.
Trying to bring the dog back.
It's like, you know, two different species cannot sexually reproduce. You know, so it's like, how can you fucking have, you know, dog DNA? How can you have chicken DNA? How can you have mice? How can you have all this, you know, different different types of DNAs and shit? It's just like, you know what? I'm not even gonna fucking go there, bro, because people gonna see this shit and they're gonna be like, what the fuck is he talking? And I'm not being racist.
You gotta fully
bro.
explain that for everyone to get that, but
right.
But that would be a different one. Let me bring it back to this thing. Okay, let me give you another example because, you know, like I was saying, racism isn't really like back in the 1920s where you're getting called a hard N-word or, you know, a fucking beaner or whatever. Right. It's now like low shade and shit. So this is another example. Okay, so I was at the bowling alley here, right? And you know how you could pay, it's a jukebox to have your music play, right?
Right.
So I heard there was a huge group of white people there just listen. They put their money in the machine and then they started jamming out to their music, and everything was all fine and dandy, right? They're like, woohoo, yeah, all fine and dandy. And then I'm vibing with it too. I'm like, okay, yeah.
Loud as fuck too.
So I go ahead. I'm like, okay, I want to jam too because I was sipping, right? I had a couple blue moons in me, so I was feeling good. I'm like, I want to put my music on. So the same way, I pull out my money, I put my money in the machine and choose my song. My music, I'm Mexican, so I put some Mexican tunes on.
As you should, right?
So I was jamming. I was feeling good, right? I was like, fuck yeah, this is a good day. And what happens? Ooh, they lower that volume like hella low, and I could
Man,
barely
no.
hear it. And then I was like, I just had to eat that one too, cause I'm like, what the? Why would you fucking lower down my music? I paid
Yeah.
the same amount as of money as
Dog,
everyone
you-
else did, but just because these other group of people wasn't enjoying my tunes, they had to lower down my music, and suddenly I was like, I was affected. I was like, what? Why would you do that? I paid the same amount of money that you did. That's another form of low key racism. That I what am I gonna say? Like, hey, what? Go turn it up. Suddenly, everyone's gonna. You have to, like I say, survey the location. I'm the only brown man in that whole entire environment, so it's not
Bro,
like
that's-
I'm gonna win this.
I'm very aware. Like, I think one of the reasons why, me being so aware is because my dad was in the military. And he just like, that shit is embedded in my head. It's like, be aware of your surroundings. So like, every time I go in any motherfucker, bro, I don't care where I'm at. Like, even whenever I go into my own goddamn place, you know what I'm saying? I'm like aware of every fucking thing that's there. So like, whenever I go in, like whenever I first started working here, I walk in and everybody just like,
Staring.
like, bro, I swear to God, bro, I felt like Osama bin Laden with an RPG on my back when I walked through that bitch. I'm like, what the fuck are y'all doing? Like, yes, I'm black. Like, that's what I really wanted to fucking scream. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, I'm black. Yes, I have black skin. Yes, I'm a nigga. Have y'all not ever seen a nigga?
They come in
And
this
then-
shade too.
I told someone, and I'm not gonna say, this person's name, but I told someone, and they're gonna tell me, oh, well, we not really used to seeing black people here, which, all right, cool, you being real. So I can't fault you for that, because y'all really, haven't seen black people. But at the same time, y'all motherfuckers go to Lincoln, y'all go to Omaha, y'all go to goddamn Grand Island, y'all go to motherfucking Lex, y'all go all over. And then whenever y'all go to vacation, or y'all go on vacation, guess where y'all go? Miami, Florida. What all the niggas is at? What the fuck is you talking about?
Well, they see him, but they don't really talk to him. You get me? So it's not like really they see them. It's just like, oh,
Man,
there they are.
Shit, they ain't gotta say shit to, bro. Whenever I walk in work, just look the other way. All you got, you ain't gotta say shit to me. I know how to do my job. Unless you need help, don't fucking talk to me. I don't even, bro. And it's crazy because whenever I got called to the office, whenever that whole racist shit happened, man, fuck. You got some time?
Go ahead.
All right, so for those of y'all who don't know, right, a racist situation happened at my job, and they try to shut me down and try to tell me to not, this stays here, don't go anywhere with this, blah, blah, blah. So I didn't say anything for a little while, but then I was like, man, these people got me fucked up. I was like, man, y'all got me fucked up, bro. So I decided to, take it to Facebook, and I was like, hey, y'all go with this racist shit now. If I would have did this, that, and the third, and, then blah, 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 so forth and so on. But HR basically told me, you not going to come to work with a I don't want to be alone attitude. Now, here's what happened. All right, so I was working in the bagging area, and he had some people from the other building come over. And it was a dude, and they only had one spot left, and the dude was like, the dude had told his chick, he was like, you don't want to work in front of the nigga, it's just a nigga. So I looked up at him, I'm like, I was like, did this nigga really just say this shit?
Oh, hell
You know, so I'm like looking at him, I'm like, man, you know what? So I didn't say shit. Me being mature and responsible, here's what I did. I motherfucking left. I left, and I went to go unpack. So I left, I went to unpack, and I know I didn't tell, the bosses or whatever that day, just because, like, that shit, I just was really there, like, I can't believe this shit. Because that was the first time I ever experienced some shit like that on a fucking job. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was like, all right, cool, whatever. And I couldn't really see the dude, face fully because he was, face behind me, but I did hear him. So I was looking and shit. I'm like, this motherfucker head's tripping. So whenever I went to unpack, I was just there thinking about that shit the whole day. I guess like a week go by or something. And then that's when I finally tell one of the head people what had happened. But I didn't tell them exactly what was said though.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, a racist situation was said, so there's something I would appreciate if you not send me over there, just because I don't want to, I don't want to possibly be in an altercation or a physical altercation to make things worse at that. So I was like, just I would like to stay here and make sure I'm safe and everybody else safe, and because I don't fuck with people. I barely even talk to people whenever I go in.
Yeah.
So it's like so you can't say that I started shit, because I don't even like half of y'all there. I don't even look, bro. Whenever people walk past me, I just don't even look at them. I just walk straight past them. Like, the fuck, I didn't even look at what do I need to look at you for and tell you something? You know.
Right.
But I try to be respectful because I understand everybody probably, or not everybody, but some people probably having like a bad day or something. Just like, you know, peace, whatever.
Yeah.
So 2 months later, somebody who no longer work there came outside for second break and said that, hey, they're looking to fire more people. And this was the week after they had another lady there by the name of Mandy. She had got fired.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking up.
Yeah, I remember that.
So she got fired for fucking asking common sense questions that anybody would ask, you know, and they try to use their authority because they feel like they motherfucking Jesus over there. So she had got fired or whatever, and then, you know, that next week on that Monday, dude come outside and was like, hey, they're looking to fire more people. So, you know, me just being me, like my heart, whenever he said that, I felt like a sting. And it was like, something telling me some bullshit gonna happen. So the next day, I get called into the office. It was like 1 o'clock. I was in shift 1. I'll never forget this. Shift 1, I go in the office. I see, you know, I see this other lady. And I'm like, what? I didn't know who the other lady was. Come to find out she HR. So I'm like, all right. Like, I don't even know what the hell I'm in here for because I know I didn't do nothing. You know, like, I'm just like, this is like, at first I thought it was a review because I know I was there for, you know, about a year and stuff. So
Yeah.
it's like, man. Like,
You're getting ready to get your raise.
they fucking asked me. They had asked me, like, so what's this problem you're having? And I was like, what are you talking about? Like,
2 months
'cause
fucking
I'm
later?
just thinking, 2 months
God
fucking
damn.
I'm like, what you talking about? You know? And he's like, oh, we heard you had a problem with you know, DC and some stuff had happened. And I was like, oh yeah, you know, a dude said some racist stuff, and you know, I just didn't want to be in the vicinity, you know, with him, you know, in the same area, you know. Just I wasn't gonna say shit to the dude, but you know, he probably would have said something to me. I probably said some obnoxious racist shit, whether it would have been directly or indirectly, you know, still could get a reaction out of someone by manipulating people verbally and stuff. I just know how people work, you know what I'm saying? So so instead of me, you know, doing that or, you know, being aggressive, I just told him what it was, and I was like, that's what had happened. But I really didn't feel comfortable telling her, you know, the HR lady what was said. And he's like, oh, well, you know, that's a threat, this, that, and the third. And I was like, how is me saying I don't want to go over there because I feel like something is going to happen a threat?
Oh my God, that's
Like I said, I would rather stay here to make sure that I'm in a safe place, he's in a safe place. How the fuck is that a threat, bro? Like, how is that a threat, you know? So
unless you were yelling it,
and then
no.
and then they fucking kept going on and on and on and on and trying to, you know what I'm saying, get me to say shit. You know, like just being fucking ignorant, plain out ignorant shit. And then I was like, all right, man, whatever. So the next day, they tried to have me point out the dude on the fucking director, the teammate director. And I was like, in the back of my head, I'm thinking, this shit don't make no motherfucking sense. 2 months fucking later, you know. So what I did was I voice recorded it because I do not trust nobody. I don't trust no man. I don't trust no supervisor. I don't trust none of them. You know what I'm saying? And then I voice recorded it. I kept my phone in my pocket, so obviously, you know, they didn't know, but I was doing it for my safety. So let me state that, because in case if this get back to him, you know, 'cause I know y'all be on my shit lurking, whether it be through your goddamn child, through your friend, y'all be on my shit lurking. But
fake profiles anyway.
yeah, so I tried to you know, I try to stay within relevant mind space and stuff, and not, you know, be crazy or whatever and shit, because they was like really pissing me off, and I really, bro, tell the truth, I really wanted to smack that motherfucker. Like, if I could have metamorphed to a woman, man, I would have tore that bitch up. But
DDT.
So, the last day, I specifically asked, I was like, why is it that they didn't tell you this 2 months ago? It was like, oh, well, my guess, not a fact, my guess is, oh, well, this person, you know, didn't know what was said, so they didn't want to bring it to me with uncertainty. So I was like, okay, here's my question now. Does this person who told you know what was said? No. That's not a valid excuse then. What is you talking about? Because they still don't know what was said. Why are you coming to me 2 months later, bro? Like, and then keeping in mind, though, that we just had somebody come outside yesterday not yesterday, but at that time.
Yesterday.
Telling me they're looking to fire more people.
Sure.
Y'all was trying to set me up and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Coincidence.
It was like, man, like that be that racist shit, and then gonna tell me, you know, if you don't like it here, just quit and leave, and this, that, and the third, like trying to get me to leave. Motherfucker, I'ma quit when I want to quit. You could tell me whatever, just don't put your hands on me, cause that's trust me. Hold up, let me turn this again. If you put your hands on me, bitch, I'm getting fired. Straight like that. It ain't no question. Don't ask me what the fuck I'm gonna do if you was to put your hands on me, motherfucker. As soon, matter of fact, before you put your hands on me, call the cops. Call the cops. Tell them I'm about to get my ass whooped, and just be there immediately.
Call an ambulance.
You put your hands on me, bro.
Ambulance.
Call the goddamn grave people too. You know what I'm saying? Because you gonna need them motherfuckers too, bro.
It's true though.
I'm
Yeah,
not going
like
for that shit, bro.
talk all this shit, but don't touch me. I'm 100%
Yeah,
with you
and
there.
then it's like one of friendly Bob and shit, and say all this and say all that. So they had me sign the CTS shit. So I signed that. I was like, all right, whatever, cool. So after that, I went back and I decided to ask him. I was like, what would have happened if I would have never signed this? And he said, oh, you would have still went on it anyway. And I was like, so what's the point of getting people to sign it? And it was like, oh, it's just the acknowledgement that, you know, you read it. And this, that, and the third. Man, I hand him that shit, walked out of there. And right when they were about to leave, it was like, oh, and don't tell nobody this because it's confidential. Confidential, man? You got... So you telling me some racist shit that happened is confidential? No. And then especially coming from you, from one of the heads, hell no. Hell, mother... I am not going for that. And then I had a situation in January before that even happened with another HR person, and I forgot how it went exactly, but she said something. Man, that's fuck, bro. I really cannot remember how she said. Now I'm not gonna say this because this is just personal. This shit is straight personal. But I had a personal situation going on, and I had to talk to HR about it, and it was like, man, they said some dumbass shit, and I was like, that was real disrespectful. Now, I don't really get offended about shit. So for you to say some disrespectful shit to me is like, for me to find some shit disrespectful, that's a motherfucking problem. Because people, you know, you got your freedom of speech, you know, shit. And once again, I don't get offended. But whenever she said that dumbass shit, it was just like, bro, like, that's whenever I knew, like, HR is just, like, completely fucked. And I talked to my cousin about it. He was like, they HR company is not with... They HR people is not with the company. They HR people is from out of state, so it's not biased. So they don't know the workers there. You know, so I was like, you know, that actually doesn't sound like a bad idea. Why don't we try to do that shit here? Try to get some outside HR people instead of people that's already here, because the HR here knows the managers and shit like that. So obviously they're gonna be biased, and then y'all motherfuckers low key racist. And if you see this, I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Straight like that, because you will do whatever inside of work. You will say whatever inside of work. You will play this fucking game. The moment we clock out and get off of premises, your ass won't even look my motherfucking way. And it's like, that's that pussy shit I be talking about. White people, and especially you females. Y'all need to shut the fuck up, because y'all know Joe Biden done passed that Equality Act. So if a nigga smack the fuck out y'all, whenever I do that and I go to court, Your Honor, I identify as a woman.
Oh, hell.
Fuck that.
It seems fair to me.
Since y'all want fucking equality so fucking bad, bitch, you got it. So whenever a nigga whoop your ass like you one of them, I don't want to hear shit. Because bitches just think they could say whatever and then, you know what I'm saying, put their hands on the motherfucker and think it's all cool. And this is not a threat. So if this gets back to HR or whoever the fuck it get back to, I'm speaking hypothetically and for entertainment purposes only. And that's my disclaimer.
Let me wrangle it back to okay, this is a wandering mind where the mind wanders, right? So we're allowed to go anywhere. But okay, like you stated something like you know what you said. You had to keep it professional. You had to take yourself out of the situation. You had to not get offended. You were the one that had to be the bigger person. But that's how it always is during those situations, no matter what, because it'll always look bad on you no matter what. If you're the one that starts to freak out, even if you had like a justified reason why you were freaking out, because you know you were called some racist ass shit. Even me, when they accused me of you know, stealing, or accused Maria of stealing, it just struck a chord with me,
bro. Whenever they grab her shit, that
that
would have been the time. Man,
I didn't let it get to that.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, hey, don't
yeah,
do.
I was like, like, what the fuck?
Like you ain't.
bro.
I was like, you're not gonna search shit, okay? Like I'm telling you, as we were leaving, I don't know if you saw his face, but this little fat guy was scared.
His face just like his whole attitude just changed. Like,
all right, so here's my problem, right? And I gotta say this because the shit popped up, and I don't want to lose it. So if that was to happen, right, and you was to fuck him up, you know, if he was to try to, you know, do something, you know what motherfuckers would do? Pull out their phone and record.
Yep.
Instead of try to help. And then they wonder why the world's so fucked up. It's because of motherfuckers like you who want to pull out their fucking phone and record.
Yeah.
Like, goddamn. It's that fucking simple. Stop doing that shit.
And it wouldn't, yeah,
True,
like, no,
true.
like I keep saying, like, it would not end well because, like, you always see when they portray the black man or the brown man
Right.
on TV, what do you see? They're usually stealing. They're thugs.
And
They're
all this
gangsters.
other shit.
They're robbing.
Man, you know how many white people I done seen here that's more gangster than some of the most gangsterous motherfucking black dudes and Mexicans I done ever met? That's what, to be honest, if you want to talk about origins, that's where that shit actually come from. That's where, you know, robbing and stealing come from, because y'all was in them goddamn caves and y'all motherfuckers didn't have nowhere to live and no food and none of that shit. So y'all was killing each other, robbing each other, beating each other the fuck up, living like a goddamn caveman. Caveman fucking mentality.
I used to work at Walmart, and you know the most people that ever got caught stealing, because you know they call security and the police once they catch somebody stealing. The most people that ever robbed shit were white girls. Like the number one
It be
people
the
that
white
were
people
robbing
that be doing the
are white
most.
girls that are stealing makeup or that are stealing clothes.
Bro.
Literally, there was never ever a person of color in the back stealing. I'm telling you, because I would see them. The cops come all the time, and then they take them into the manager's office, and then they go through the surveillance camera.
I actually just got done talking to Ernie before I came here, because I was telling him about the podcast that I was doing, and he brought it to me about his dad getting locked up because the cops had got a report about a bank robbery or some shit that had happened, and they thought it was like two Mexican dudes. And this was like way back in the day, obviously.
Yeah.
And then after, so they got locked up, beat up and shit, you know. And then after all that shit happened, they found out it was two white people. And it was like, God damn, like y'all white motherfuckers need to start checking y'all goddamn self. Stop worrying about the next fucking race, because y'all motherfuckers trying to control black people, white people. I feel like, you know what I'm saying, everybody, if you black, you should have a black, you know what I'm saying, police office, a black police group, a black courthouse, you know what I'm saying, a black dentistry, black banks. If you Mexican, you should have, you know, your Mexican bank, Mexican dentistry, you know, for all that shit. I feel like every race should have their own, you know what I'm saying, their own fucking community and society to dwell and thrive in. But we can't do that because you white fucking people think everything is y'all's when it's motherfucking not. You know, and to be honest, this shit gonna only end one way. Now we trying to do this shit peacefully, right? But to be honest, bro, I can only see this shit ending in blood. And that's why I tell people, if fucking slavery come back and the police look my name up and see where I live at and look my fucking address, nigga, skip my shit. Skip my shit, because it's a chance the first nigga that's at the door is gonna die. Point blank period.
Yeah. Well, that's why I feel like people, like, if you had a bad experience, okay, let's give this white guy the benefit of the doubt, right? Let's say he did have an experience with somebody like stealing from their store. That doesn't mean everybody is stealing from your store.
Yeah, you can't put that on the next person. You gotta create, you know, laws and shit or guidelines for the store. That doesn't happen.
Because then you have like this. You know, I'm just a regular fucking citizen who's paying their bills and shit. It hurts because I don't see myself like that. So when somebody just pins it on me, now first of all, it looks really bad because I am, you know, I'm a brown man, so people are gonna believe it immediately. They're gonna be like, oh well, he was stealing, obviously. Right. Yeah. And so like you're putting me in a situation that I don't even need to be in. Right. Because now you're putting me in like danger, because then, you know, people just like to flock to like you know, they like to see horrible situations. So now people are like, oh, somebody tackle him, somebody do something. Right. And that's why I immediately got out of the situation, because I'm like I said, I surveyed the environment and everybody is just already like starting to pile on. I'm like, what? Even though I didn't do nothing, I'm suddenly gonna be blamed, and that's how we get people incarcerated in jail, and that's how we get people in prison for shit they didn't do.
I think instead of, you know, attacking people that's being, you know, harassed by store employees, I think you should ask if everybody just come together and ask, the customer or whoever, like, hey, like, are you all right? Like, like, what's going on? Like, I don't want, these people harassed. I think that's why I say we need to really switch the way that we do shit and switch the way that we think. Because motherfuckers talking about, bro, I done heard this shit from some of my own friends and family. It can't be done. It can't be done.
Not with that attitude.
Well,
Definitely
obviously it's not gonna be done if you keep fucking saying it can't be fucking done. You part of the fucking problem. You goddamn.
You're
self.
adding to
what
it.
the fuck is you talking about?
Yeah.
And it's like, goddamn, like when the fuck is people gonna wake the fuck up and realize, dog, like we the people really run this bitch. Imagine if every important worker, and by important I mean like the people who plumb, construction workers, people who purify water and make, food and shit. Imagine if all these people decided to say, you know what? Fuck this shit. I'm not doing this shit. Imagine if all important people just stopped doing their fucking job.
That shit will crumble.
This bitch is going down, and then everybody gonna be blaming this person, that person, next person, and be like, oh, well, this their job. It's not another grown man job to take care of another grown man or another grown woman. And vice versa. You know what I'm saying? Bitch, take care of yourself. You a grown ass mother. What the fuck is you doing? You a grown ass person. That's not, the fucking trash people, right? Trash people shouldn't have to come through your fucking community picking up trash and shit. Why you can't take control and pick up trash yourself? Get a little, neighborhood group, pick up trash and shit.
I mean, yeah, that's why they pay them. Like, they have, like, the least respect, I would say, but they're the most important people. The plumbers,
Man, they got
the city trash workers.
I treat the janitor with the same respect that I treat the CEO with.
Yeah.
And that's something that
true.
everybody need to remember, because I'm really respectful, bro. Like, and sometimes I get into, people put me into a situation where I have to be disrespectful because now you're crossing the line. You know what I'm saying? And like, one of them, I was waiting because if this person would have said one more thing, man, I would, bro. I'm telling you, bro, I would have went off.
Yeah.
And it was about the whole, Joe Biden post, because Joe Biden posted, he posted about like this, like, man, I forgot what it was.
Was it that one thing that you commented underneath that one time?
No, this was a DM.
There was something else?
This was a direct message I got. And I thought about scratching out the person name and posting it on my goddamn story, because people don't see past the veil, bro. And it's like, this is what I'm trying to get y'all to realize. You can't just be reading shit just because it looks like it is what it is, and it's really not. But the post says some shit like, on this international day of like homophobia, biphobia, and transphobia, everyone should be loved equally no matter who they are or whom they love and shit, blah, blah, blah. And, these people deserve dignity and equality. So I posted, I was like, congratulations, you niggas voted for this stupidness, and then I put some other shit, I think. And then I get a DM saying, what part of dignity and equality for LGBTQ people is stupidity? And I was like, the pedophile part. And then
yeah, that's true.
I was like, I put the pedophile part that he's hinting at. So the person said he's not. Just say you're homophobic and move on. ... So I opened it and I didn't respond because I'm just like, all right, like what, like whatever, because I know that they don't study the shit I study and read the shit I read. I'm not going off how I feel or what I believe. Yeah. I'm not going off what somebody else feel or what they believe. I'm going off of what the fuck these motherfuckers is doing in the goddamn office that they wrote they motherfucking self. That's what I'm doing. And then 11 minutes later, gonna come respond to my next story that ain't have shit to do with the previous story, saying, spell site SIGHT ... Your God complex is hilarious. What the fuck is you? What the fuck is my God complex? That's what I would like for you to explain to me. What the fuck is my God complex, since apparently you know so goddamn well. And that shit really just pissed me off, because it's like, you think you're doing something, but you played yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could really be an asshole, bro. Like, people really have not seen that side of me of being an asshole. I could really be an asshole and not give a fuck. And I'm relentless. So once you start some shit, bitch, I'm going all the fucking way. It ain't no stopping. So you better be cautious if you gonna do some shit. I don't give a fuck if we fighting, whatever. If you gonna start it, bitch, I'm going all the way. And that's just what it is. So I was just like, man, you know what? So I had opened that and didn't respond to that shit either. And I was like, for one, in my head, I'm thinking the two little paragraph or sentences that I screenshotted. You know what I'm saying? I screenshotted that. I didn't type that shit myself. And then you can come say cite. I didn't type that shit. Even if I did, I don't give a fuck. This is not no fucking English class. What the fuck are you talking about?
My English
You know?
teacher.
And they're gonna say your guy, what the fuck is my guy complaining? Like, that's how I know you're bothered, you're disturbed. If you don't like the shit that I post, unfollow me. Because I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying? I have never gave a fuck in my whole entire life. If a motherfucker is gay, or if you like the same sex, if you a dude and you like dick, nigga, go ahead. I don't care. Nigga, we could play the game. We could be friends. We can't drink out the same cup. We could be friends and shit, you know what I'm saying? Don't ask the bar nigga underwear. Don't ask none of that shit. Bro, I'm telling you, I done heard some of the craziest shit. You know what I'm saying? That I can't do, but I could be around you. I can hang around you. I'm not going, you know what I'm saying, judge you for who you are. I don't agree with your lifestyle, but you know, I'm not homophobic though.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? I'm not treating you differently from everybody. I treat you just like the next person. And if you feel some type of way, if you feel like I'm not, motherfucker, let me know. You know what I'm saying? So that's basically the problem that I'm having. And if you a female and you like the same sex, you know what I'm saying? That's cool. I don't give a fuck. Like, that shit ain't got nothing to do with me as long as you not, physically violating me or whatever. Cool. And if you think I'm homophobic, next time you want to go get a dildo, I'll help you pick the bitch out. I will help you pick the motherfucker out. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, extra large. This shit, like, and it's crazy because, like, the person who sent me the DM, like, I really got respect for this person. But then it's like, once you said that, it's like, okay, like, you didn't even ask me what the fuck I'm talking about whenever I said he's hinting at pedophilia. You jump straight to he's not. How the fuck do you know that?
Yeah.
Then what I had to go do last week, I had to go post a goddamn video of a transgender child that's 7 years old who won a fucking pride patch. What the fuck is children that's 7 years old doing being transgenders? These motherfuckers don't even.
True.
These motherfuckers barely know 6 times 4, and you worrying about a motherfucker transgender. What? That shit ain't cool. That's why I said Joe Biden is hitting that pedophilia, because he said you should have dignity and equality for all, no matter whom they are or whom they love. So now here's my fucking next question: if a motherfucker is 36, right, and they in love with a 12-year-old or a 10-year-old, whether it's a boy or a girl, is that now okay?
That is not okay.
No.
Fuck no. And that's what I'm fighting. I'm not fighting the LGBTQ community. I'm fighting the fucking agenda. If you grown and you an adult, you do what the fuck you want to do with your life. That's your, God given right, free will. I'm going to respect that. But what the fuck is y'all doing attacking these kids? You know what I'm saying? Now that's what I'm saying. If I would have flipped shit on this person, then they would have been like trying to play the innocent card and this, that, and the third. And I was like, man, you know what? It's in my best interest to not say nothing, because once I get started, motherfucker, I'm going to get started. And I'm not going to hold shit back. Now, if I would have started calling names and this, that, and the third, then they would have been like, oh, man, Malcolm this, Malcolm that, blah, blah, blah. But you would have never told the fucking public that you started with me, though.
Yep.
That's what you would never say.
All right, we're running up on an hour here, Malcolm. Listen, we could keep talking forever, but okay, we're finished here. Any closing statements here are: listen, treat everybody with respect.
That's
okay,
all you gotta do, bro. Respect people's boundaries, man.
Just respect everybody. Like literally, not everybody is the same as the last person you met. Okay. But
unless you a pedophile, get the fuck away from me,
then
bro.
fuck you guys.
Fuck out of here.
If you a pedophile, I have zero remorse for you fucking with kids.
Yo,
sorry.
dead ass.
You want to promote your social media, or do you want to promote anything?
Y'all can follow me at kingpeter.iv. Once again, that's kingpeter.iv on Instagram. And my new Instagram is KillaKel9. So that's KILAKEL9. And that's where I'm going to be posting all my, exposing topics and stuff like that. So if you into, government corruption and Freemasonry and things along those lines, that's where I'm going to be posting that at. That's why I specifically made that Instagram. And it's also the same on Twitter. But once again, KILAKEL9. So if you're interested, go ahead and give me a follow.
All
right, give him a follow. And of course, you can follow me. If you want to follow the podcast, that is Kevin G, the Wondering Mind podcast on Instagram. If you want to follow me on my personal account on Instagram, that is L Kevin Guerrero, all lowercase letters. And of course, you can follow Maria at @gloops_your creator on Instagram, okay? And that's pretty much going to sum up the podcast. Thank you guys for staying tuned. We'll be back next week with another great episode.
Sir.
Thank you for Malcolm for showing up. Thank you for
Anytime, bro,
your time. And later, everybody.
Peace.
The wondering mind. The wondering mind. The wondering mind.
Where the mind wanders.